Well, we're here at the Soundhouse studios today. Today has been the first time of recording some of the dialogue.
For the 12th Doctor, as Peter Capaldi, and what a wonderful atmospheric voice that occupies just here, great sense of attack, and as velvety as the jacket of Jon Culshaw or Peter himself.
I can remember getting a text message from Nicholas Briggs. John, are you free for a chat quite soon? And I thought, ooh, this sounds interesting. Wonder what this is going to be about. A few messages later, we'd arranged a Zoom call, and we were recording a live run of Dead Ringers at the Hay Festival in 2024 in May. And Nick said, do you do a Peter Capaldi? You know, how would you fancy being the 12th Doctor for us? And before I'd even thought about it, before I'd even considered it, before I'd done anything, yes! Arm grabbed instantly as that. And I thought, wow, delicious, delicious. And I'd never really done a Peter Capaldi before, only very broadly. But to get down into scrutinising mode and to really just absorb as much familiarity as you can, just get it etched onto your subconscious. Bit like that. You know, when you look at a light bulb and then you close your eyes and you can see the outline of it. You want to try and do that with the audio, with the voice, with the nuances. Listen to them to such an extent that it's on your subconscious and you can express it in as free a way as possible. That's the way to go at it, really. Peter Capaldi's era, wow, what a blessed and treasured era of Doctor Who that really is. I mean, it has the best of everything. The mystery and the otherness and the eternal wisdom of the Doctor. A stunning cast all around the Doctor. Stories such as like Twice Upon a Time. Wow. Wow. The Zygon inversion. The Witch is Familiar. These are some of the finest Doctor Who stories ever made. And the way Peter Capaldi plays the 12th Doctor with such mystery and so many aspects of the earlier Doctors, the irascibility but lovability of the first, the wit and merriment of the second and the fourth, the warmth and charm of the third, the 10th to an extent. Every little aspect is like a beautifully cut diamond and it catches the light in its own way. It's a blessed era of Doctor Who. And to watch that over and over to prepare for playing the 12th Doctor with Big Finish, you couldn't wish for better homework than that. I think the first thing you want to try to do is, through watching lots and lots of episodes, is just remind yourself of how you feel when you're watching that incarnation of the Doctor, how you connect with the character, how you connect with that self of the Doctor. And in your own performance, you're trying to evoke that aspect of performance to transmit certain things that you felt. And then what you see and hear, the vocal patterns and everything like that, that's the top coat of varnish. That's the little finessing layer that you put on there. And with Peter Capaldi, it's the great changes of pace. You know, his actions and presentation and style sort of matches the speed of the character's thought.
You know, one moment it might be very, very thoughtful and very, very pleading and persuasive. And then there might be a great dash of anger and then back to being witty and very dismissive again, but in the most beautiful, dry kind of way. And there's something about the way that that voice will boom and then soften and then fall away like a spoken thunderbolt.
With an audio-only performance and the many different facets to Peter Capaldi's Doctor. There are so many, you know, a great, great moral character, a beautiful, supremely witty sense of impatience at times, but, desperately, desperately caring. I think Colin Baker once described an aspect to the Doctor whereby the Doctor could rather nonchalantly walk past a war zone and then burst into tears because a butterfly had died. I think there are certain complexities in the 12th which are very much like that. And the speed of thought, the changing moods which reflect life and the late heavy bombardment of the formation of the solar system. Life can echo that. And I think you get that with the 12th Doctor. The way that you capture that on audio-only productions, well, the writing does it so beautifully. You can really see what's in the mind of the writers, that they're thinking and feeling this fast-changing, sensibility, one after the other, this kaleidoscopic blend of changing aspects in the personality. So the writing does a lot of it for you. I think with a voice...
You can hear when a character is smiling, you can hear a smile. You can hear great anger. You can hear great understated sternness. And you can hear something quite sinister. And yeah, connect that with, try to imagine how the listener's receiving it and just play into that theatre of the mind. I was mighty nervous about putting down the first recordings that will actually be heard and will actually be used today. You should be, really. It shows that you're in there, you're invested if you feel like that. That's always a sort of slightly counterintuitive, reassuring sign that you take to yourself. I think it was a sense that when you know how well loved an era of Doctor Who is, you feel that responsibility and that you've got to convey that and you've got to communicate it. And then when you just got the flavour of the way that the 12th is written in these tales, oh, that really is, the wind is in your sails then. And we've done a few little scenes today, and the upshot is I can't wait to crack on and do some full days of all of this. The 12th Doctor's speeches, some of the finest in the history of the show. Peter Capaldi's speeches are right up there with Homo sapiens. Here they are, out amongst the stars, they're indomitable.
It's up there with those. Courage isn't just a matter of not being frightened. It's being afraid and doing what you have to do anyway. These wonderful resonant speeches, they're right up there. That combination of just the acting power of Peter Capaldi with the writing genius of Stephen Moffat. That's a heck of a combination. The thought that there'll be beautiful speeches of that feeling to get into. And we had a couple today. And there's just something about the animated energy and just the truth.
You can feel it bursting from the eyeballs as he communicates these messages. Oh, human beings, why are you so stupid not to have realized this? Please, just realize it, and everything will be better. I shouldn't have had to be saying this again.
That feeling. Peter delivered these speeches with the power of the force of a water cannon, but also the delicacy to just touch the soul in the blink of an eye. How does he do that? Astonishing.